Hopefully they'll be defeated because they'll destroy the country if they ever take over. But this desk is like a blocking desk. No matter who gets in, if it's bad, I block. And I'm good at blocking. If it's bad, if it's stupid things like the things they want to do, we want to get rid of the U.S. Senate. I don't like a lot of Senate, just to be honest with you. I don't want to get rid of the Senate.
In this White House clip, President Trump doesn't hold back. He labels the rising democratic socialist movement as sick ideology that, in his words, will destroy the country if it ever gains real power. He paints a picture of radical proposals he claims are circulating on the left, abolishing or packing the Supreme Court to 21 or 23 justices, eliminating the Senate, and even replacing the elected presidency with an appointed executive.
I don't happen to be running, but a lot of very good Republicans are running. And you have a sick ideology taking place right now that, hopefully they'll be defeated because they'll destroy the country if they ever take over. But this desk is like a blocking desk. No matter who gets in, if it's bad, I block. And I'm good at blocking. If it's bad, if it's stupid things like the things they want to do, we want to get rid of the U.S. Senate. I don't like a lot of Senate, just to be honest with you. I don't want to get rid of the Senate. We want to get rid of the Supreme Court. They want to put now 21 or 23 people, that's the real, on the Supreme Court, or get rid of it. They want to get rid of the presidency. They want to have an appointed executive running. That's a communist thing, That's a communist thing. These are sick people.
Trump calls these ideas straight up communist and says the people pushing them are sick. Then he pivots to what he sees as the real-world evidence, America's blue cities. He argues they share two defining traits: sky-high violent crime and visible decay. Dirty streets, broken storefronts, graffiti on historic buildings, people lying on sidewalks. He points to how Washington, D.C. itself looked just a year and a half earlier as proof of what happens under progressive governance. Trump frames himself as the blocker, the one sitting at the resolute desk ready to stop these ideas from becoming law. The tone is classic late-term Trump, blunt, repetitive, and unapologetically partisan. Whether you agree with his diagnosis or see it as exaggeration and deflection, the clip captures the sharp cultural and political divide still defining American politics in 2026. One side sees socialist-leaning policies as necessary reform, the other sees them as a path to national decline. Trump is making it clear which side he believes is winning and which one he's determined to stop.
And, I said it the other day, and it maybe doesn't sound that important, but when a country goes bad, like look at the blue cities, what do they have in common, aside from massive crime? Much more crime. The Republicans have very little crime. But what do the blue cities have in mind? And also you can say this with nations when they go bad. The blue cities have something in common: crime, high crime, vicious, violent crime. But what do they have in common? They're all dirty. They're filthy dirty. Their streets are dirty. Their streets smell. Their storefronts are broken. Their trees are all gross. Everything about the place is dirty. And I don't want to mention any specific city. It's really all of them. But you go into these cities that are blue, they're crime-ridden and they're filthy dirty. They're like Washington, D.C. was a year and a half ago, with graffiti all over the place, with crime all over the place, with people afraid to be here. You had to be ashamed of your capital. Some of the most beautiful buildings built in the real time. Like you look at the Supreme Court building and they put graffiti on it. The most beautiful columns I've ever seen. In fact, our columns are going to be nicer at the ballroom. I said, I want the Supreme Court, but better. But you look at those columns, how magnificent, and then you see graffiti on the side of the building. No artistry, just bad people. But the one thing they all have in common, crime. The two things, crime, but they're disgusting. They're filthy dirty. The streets are dirty. They have people lying all over the street doing you know what. They're all the same. And this is what we're going to put in it. Not going to happen in our country.